Greetings and salutations. This is the tips on this guy right here. Where is he? There you go. Tips on Jormungandr. Now, what is Jormungandr? Well, also special shouts to Komi and Elcart for being here. Jormungandr is passive. He can't really be CC'd too hard. If it is a displacement ability, he does stay exactly grounded, but he is slowed and he takes bonus damage. However, that is about it. Besides, attack speed converts into his basic attacks because his basic attacks are different type of auto attack compared to many other gods in the game. This one leaves a poisonous gas cloud on the ground that any enemy that walks it over it will take tick damage, but if you hit enemy god initially with it, they take more damage. You have 9 clouds on the ground at once, and the cloud stays on the map for about 20 seconds. Actually, it just says it right there too, so there you go. Consuming Bellow, it is a AoE ability that dazes and slows enemy gods. If you have more acid pools next to him, the Consuming Bellow range is much bigger. It also boosts your attack speed, or it boosts your basic attack, so you have unlimited charge for about 2 seconds. His 3 submerge, he goes underground, he gains movement speed, he gains stealth, he can detect stealth characters, and if you're over a acid or toxic cloud, you can spawn more, but it reduces the duration of that toxic cloud and its clones. His ult, he self-banishes himself and can go across a certain range. I think it's, what was it? I think it's, isn't it 100? It's 100! I was right. He can hit enemies going out of the ult and then back in underground, and he can have this for 3 charges. The kit that, or the build I'm going to be doing on him will be the magical frontliner build that I usually do. Let's go for you, and we're going to go for you.
Hi.
Jormungandr also does not proc item effects that are anything to do with basic attacks. He does proc Soul Reaver, Tablet, Prophetic. His basic attacks do not proc Prophetic though. His abilities do though, but not his basics. Basics do not proc Polynomicon, Telekinesis, or Demonic. And if you're looking for a high-pressure early game character, look no further. Jormungandr is your boy. Jormungandr has extremely high-pressure early game. Extremely. He hits hard. He's tanky already. He's just very, very threatening when it comes to the early game scene. In any mode. I'm going Sundering Axe for the late game, since Jormungandr has one of the best range abilities for a Guardian, just being his spit. So you can easily proc Prophetic Cloak on ideal targets from a distance, and you can proc item effects like Tablet of Destiny, Soul Reaver, E-Staff, Gem of Isolation, Sundering Axe, pretty efficiently. We went Horrific because Horrific's really strong right now. That's about it. It's strong against Nuke too because she really has no mobility. You can actually hear Jormungandr too underground. If you see Jormungandr go underground, always remember that he is going to go by a toxic cloud, just to make the maximum effect of it. Because if you do that, it means your main damage ability, which is your 2, will be so much stronger. And always make sure you want to do it in the jungle or fake them out. By doing that, the enemy won't really know what you're really doing. And if they do know your strategy, you can always just submerge underground and they will go absolutely crazy. They will try to use up abilities and resources to try to like get you and detect you. If you played a very good Jormungandr game. If you're looking for best counters against Jormungandr, Poseidon is one of the best counters to Jormungandr. The Whirlpool on Poseidon procs Jormungandr's passive. Kraken stuns Jormungandr, locking him in place. Tidal Surge, knock up 2. It's a lot. Poseidon has 3 abilities that can fuck over Jormungandr, which you have to be very careful. Always make sure that you're going to use your last to disengage. You can use 2 to just do as much damage as you can. Last one will always be a disengage. Oh, thank you.
Out of mana. Unacceptable.
New? It's going Transcendence, huh? Very interesting. Let's get a Chalice. Jormungandr also pretty good at proccing Prophetic too. Even if his basic attacks don't proc it, he has so much shit going on with his acid pools being all over the place that if the enemy just walks on it, it procs it. If the enemy really takes any step towards Jormungandr, it procs it. Jormungandr's best counters are Kumba. Kumba and Odin Cage completely fall under Jormungandr's prey because Jormungandr's basics will just instantly proc and destroy the shield. Once we get Prophetic, if you have such a big lead, which right now the lead's kind of tied, so it's not that big of a deal. You can go for a tablet. If the game's kind of even, you can go for a breastplate, or you can go for a... She's dead?
No more mistakes.
Yeah. Late game is Jormungandr's weakness point because a lot of his abilities or his main ability is channeling, and you can easily counter that ability by just mowing him down. But for late game purposes, you just kind of go in like a hit and run. Hit and run is just the better way of doing Jorm. Once you go in, you have to all in commit. You have to, once you go in with Submerge, and you just either have enough time for consuming Bellow, which is his 2, or you're going to have to go right into the ult and cause disruption. There is really nothing in the middle. Basics, 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 basics. Oh. Okay. That is okay, because I can just go around and do this. Yep. She's not going anywhere against the Jorm. It's extremely hard for, especially someone like Newt, to fucking run away from this character. Because he hits hard and he can hit pretty fast too. Okay. No problem. That's a shell down. So now we are in mid game. We can do a breastplate. Helps us with new and tower diving. We can do a thieves, or we can start doing our one true damage item, which is tablet. Tablet, really great item. It's very strong for how it's just a really strong item, and it's not very purchased at all. There we go. Nice job. And Meteorite's dead. That's easier. We're going to start prioritizing Newt though, so we can get our stacks. But right now, we're doing just so much damage. Jormungandr's autos do hurt. Especially early. Early, they hurt immensely. We're just going acid pool there for zoning. There we go. Yeah, we're basically done with Magical, and Newt will not be a problem. She is not really a fast character. Especially when she keeps walking into it, too. Oh, he's dead. He killed himself. There we go. Gonna go ahead and just start building tablet. There we go. Once tablet is online, this is when Jormungandr's damage starts to become relevant. If it wasn't already before, tablet does amazing things for Jormungandr. Because now he can just keep poking and prodding at you. He doesn't need to all-in commit because his 1 is now really high up there in cooldown. You could go for a Gladiator shield if you want. Genji's is pretty good, but since I'm going between all 3 of these characters a lot, I'm going just by an Oni's. And right now, their late game is pretty good, but our late game is much scarier. Which kind of tells you that they might not last late game. Act like we're retreating. Ooh, the slow that time got me. This won't be a kill. This will be a kill. Jormungandr can also do that. You know, it's a hidden mechanic. You know, no one expects it. Also, Cthulhu fighting on the acid spray.
Yes.
Not the smartest thing too. Because that gives me only one tablet stat. So it's not the strongest, but if Prophetic was still stacking for magical, that's still gonna help me out a lot. And yeah, not Cthulhu. Jormungandr he is really good at getting stacks. You gotta be very careful with this character. You gotta be very, very careful with this character. In fact, for Raijin having tablet second, he doesn't have really any stacks compared to me. The worst ones to buy is Mystical Mail for Jorm. Mystical Mail is not that strong for Jorm. There we go. Nice job. This is looking like a game too. And that is game. Yeah. So yeah. Your last time could be anything too. So yeah, go crazy with this, Jorm. Thank you for watching and have a nice time.